Ladies and gentlemen, I am Kalila from Vocational High School 3 BLITAR. Would like to say thanks for the opportunity and the time. Right now, I'm standing here in front of you all to deliver a speech entitled August in Flame, when red and white turn gray. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know that now our beloved country is not being arcade. Indonesia is facing many problems, just like corruption, human trafficking, unemployment, disaster, and even social media is filled with news of conflict. And then, the world is also heightening in our condition with full of exposure. And many prayers are pouring in from abroad. I'm sure that you must know some countries have made hashtag pray for Indonesia to express the empathy to our country. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is known its Eastern culture, which is polite, respectful, and friendly. They have been part of national identity for generations. It is reflected in our ideology, Pancasila. From the past until today, Indonesia are proud to be recognized as one and peaceful society. But recently, we saw a contrast. At the end of last August, there are acts of anarchism done by some people. They destroy facilities, shouted anger, and show violence. Such behavior is false for image of Indonesia as a polite and harmonious nation. It is something that should make us reflect and try to find out what makes it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, from the perspective of social science and psychology, anarchism often appears when people feel ignored, dissatisfied, or pressured. Some may be influenced by their group fail to control their emotion. The psychology explains that when people show strong anger, people can lose their rationality. That's why violent actions sometimes happen, even though they bring no real solution. Ladies and gentlemen, the impact of anarchism is very serious. It damages public and facilities, spread fear, raise trust, and raise the image of country in front of the world. Clearly, this is not the culture of Indonesia. The government must act firmly through enforcement, through education, and give space for people dialogue, so people can explain their express and voice without violence. Ladies and gentlemen, from explanation above, actually it can be concluded that anarchism brings nothing but harm. And as the young generation, the future leaders of the country, let us to shout and reject violence and embrace peace, respect, unity, and harmony as told by Pancasila. And let's dedicate ourselves to building a peaceable and honorable Indonesia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am Kalila. Thanks for the attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.